Hey everyone, Mecca here with another Raids and Review episode. This is episode 2 of this new series that I'm making, where we're going back over some of the raids we've done during the live stream and reflecting on how they've gone and things we could improve on, and just we're picking raids where things happen. And generally it's to look back on what we've done and see where we could have improved. And hopefully for new players and people just getting into Tarkov, it will also help you too. So today we're headed over to Customs and we'll see you in the raid. All right, so today we're in Customs, and the main objective of this raid was to head to the dorms to complete a quest called the Cult Part 2. The Cult Part 2 is a Peacekeeper quest that requires you to mark different locations across a few maps. So Customs is one of them. The other ones are Woods and Shoreline. Now the Woods and Shoreline ones are fairly straightforward, but the Customs one requires you to go to dorms, which is a very high traffic PvP focused area, and also to a room called the Marked Room, or Room 314 in the 3-story side of dorms. And that requires a key that is quite rare. We were lucky enough to find one earlier on in our wipe, so it's just been sitting there waiting for sort of us to use it. It's got lots of good loot in there. You can find key cards and all sorts of stuff. The other way that you can approach this quest is to go into a Customs raid and wait until you feel like people have left dorms, and hopefully someone has opened it for you. And you can just stroll in there and mark the thing. The other thing we do have in terms of our loadout is a Packer and a 6B47 helmet. Trying to get kills with those two items for Punisher Part 5, I think, is the one we were trying to do. So the armor's not great. It's like a level 2 or a 3. The helmet's also not great. The gun we're using is a 545 AK, which is not my favorite thing to use, but we picked it up anyway, and we're going to see how we go. So let's get into it. Terrible spawn. So it's not a great spawn because we're on the big red side of Customs, which is the western side, and dorms are sort of towards the northeast. So it's a bit of a schlep from here to dorms. The bees are leaving. It's raining too, which makes the visibility not great, obviously. What we've come to terms with is the fact that we will not be getting to dorms first. We'll be there quite late, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it really depends on how the map plays out. Suck eggs, boy. How you doing, mate? Someone's obviously just jumped into the chat. How nice of them. And so now we're looking at crossing over into the main area of the Customs map. And usually taking a painkiller here is a great idea because it's a great place for people to snipe you.
Stamina, get back up, and then we'll head.
And yeah, you want to wait for full stamina, like I've said. Take a painkiller, just at least if you get shot.
I probably should have put on.
Then you know you can still make it to the end, find some cover, and then go from there. So I always recommend doing that with this cross. You can see in this frame, like the bridge is ahead, and there are plenty of places where someone could have spawned and just set themselves up there waiting for people to cross.
This was a torch for when we get to dorms. But too late for that, guys.
So we're also coming up on
Raggedy Ann out of stamina.
The Ruaf extract, which has quite a few spawns, and this is generally also, you know, got players in it to start with. Generally speaking, I think today we weren't that lucky. And so now we've kind of got two options. We can go to our right, past Crack House and through sort of like up the guts of Customs, which is probably not advisable given that we just want to mark something and leave. So I think we're going to head straight ahead and go around towards sort of Skeleton. You can hear it starting to kick off there. Someone's on the long gun.
Someone's on the big gun.
The big gun?
This way.
So really, we're not in the market for heaps of kills, given that I'm just trying to mark this item and get out. Ran into a scav there. Very terrifying.
What is going on?
There's a bit happening, clearly. It's our 60 round mag. Bit of overkill, to be honest.
I have. Maybe if I can go deaf, dude.
And so we're coming up on dorms now from the west side, and the building up ahead is the 3-story dorms area. So there's 3-story, which is that one that you can see, and then to the right of that is 2-story.
Oh yeah, here we go, baby.
And we're going to painkiller again because we're likely to run into someone here, whether it be Rashala, the scav boss, or, you know, someone else. So we've gone in through the second floor. Gonna do a bit of looting.
What's doing this weekend, mate? Not a great deal, man. You?
I say not a great deal. It was actually my birthday that weekend.
Ah, they are. It's actually my birthday this weekend.
Yeah, I remembered. So we're just peeking down. That door's open, which tells me that someone's already come in here and they've not closed it behind them. You'll notice we close the door behind us, just not to give any signal that we've entered the building. And often if you peek down these hallways, you will see someone. I think we've heard some footsteps here. And up ahead where you see the candles is the marked room, or the 314 room.
Actually, I'm going out on Saturday night for my birthday. Ridiculous. Someone sometimes camps.
So sometimes someone camps opposite like the marked room because they know it's quite popular. So if they get there first, they can just set up camp and just wait there. You can't get in from the door to our left outside on 3-story. And at this point, we hear some footsteps. So you can see someone's kind of
Player.
there.
What's up over there?
He's voice lining. He's a USEC scum. Now we're running outside to see if we can get a little peek on another angle through a window. Often that does work at dorms. And we heard him, so we went for the pre-fire there, and we did just clip him. And he's come back out, and we've managed to kill him. But he's
bloke.
clipped us in the process. And
Might
he's
be another one.
blacked our arm. And we're thinking there's another one.
I'm going to Queen Chow with the other half, which would be great.
So apart from me discussing my weekend birthday plans with my partner, we've decided not to loot the body right in the middle there just because if there is someone else around, it's going to make us a very easy target. And I've decided to go straight for the quest objective.
Love that restaurant. What you got here, baby? That's pretty nice. All right, we've marked this.
So there's a bunch of weapons in there, and we've marked the thing. And we're going to use this chance to med because you've got to wait that
next weekend
30
can be
seconds.
for sure.
Those 30 seconds to make sure you get the credit for the quest.
And eat some peas here, fellas.
Enjoy a bit of a snack.
I think I've got some streaming presents awaiting me, Morgan.
I got this boom arm for my birthday.
It's pretty lame ass loot for marked room. Alright, well at least we marked it, so now we don't have to go back here, which is good. We've got another kill.
So yeah, another kill towards Punisher Part 5, which I mentioned at the start of the raid. And we can hear someone else now, which would be that second person that we thought was here.
Fuck!
And the man's got grenades, so this poses a bit of a problem for us. because we're stuck down this end. We can't get out that outside exit door. It doesn't work on the 3rd floor on this end. So really the only way to go is forwards.
Mate, I'm just trying to leave, hey.
We're trying to VoIP him, but he's got a few.
I just marked it. You can have the loot in here. There's a fucking... Fuck off.
So we do manage to push out of the marked room after one of the grenades goes off, but we're heavily wounded now. We've got cooked legs and our thorax and stomach are looking pretty rough. Probably managed to land a few shots there. There's another grenade.
Mate, I'm just trying to leave.
Now I'm heading up here, but you can see we've got a black leg and a black arm. Hurt legs, the stomach's very close to 0. You can't see the head, but it's probably not great. There's also heavy bleeds and fractures. There's 2 options here. We can go back in and try and kill this guy and then med up, or there is a jump you can do to the left. So if we were to turn 90 degrees to the left, we could jump down onto the fence without taking fall damage and hopefully try and escape. The problem that I thought about doing that now is that we're moving really slowly. He'd most likely hear us do that and be way easier kill. He may not expect us to come back in. I've used a anti-bleed med. We're still pretty hurt. We're reloading here. We're going to go for it. Again, we're just trying to listen out. We're trying to get a cheeky peek through one of these windows while he's running around. And then I had a rush of blood to the head.
Oh, no.
And I feel like I saw someone do that once on a stream. And so I thought I'd do it. And we've fallen to our death. So as you can see there, guys, we did okay in that raid. We managed to make it to dorms and get 1 kill towards Punisher 5. We also managed to mark the last part of that quest for the cult part 2. Unfortunately, we got stuck by a guy who had presumably quite good gear and a lot of grenades to throw down at us. Like I said in the video, we could have tried to escape with the fence drop off the roof of 3-story. We had a bit of a rush of blood to the head, probably watching too many streams of actually decent players sort of completing these huge jumps with max strength, and we fell to our death. So I hope you got something out of it. Remember that dorms is always a high traffic area, and sometimes just getting your quest objective marked or whatever is enough to make it a successful raid. So we'll see you in the next episode. I do stream on Twitch at Australian times through the week. So if you enjoy that sort of like beginner focused explanation of some of the aspects of Tarkov, then I encourage you to drop by. If you're enjoying any of these videos, please leave a comment, like and subscribe. And we'll catch you in the next episode of Raids in Review. Take it easy.